In this video, I started out with $0 on a truck and spent the last 3 years building the farm to where it is today. So we're back again for season 4 to see if I can expand the farm even more. But there's a twist. I took out $250,000 loan. Will I go broke and have to sell everything? Or will I make it big? Stay tuned to find out. And if you guys want to see more content like this, be sure to subscribe and drop in a like helps too. Anyway, let's go do some farming. Well, boys, it's spring and we're back out here on the farm for yet another year. We've got $13,000 in the bank account. We have a bunch of equipment ready and waiting to get some work done. And this year is the year of expansion because I have decided to take out a $250,000 loan that we have to pay back by the end of the year to expand our equipment and buy some more land. And it has just landed in our account. So with now over $250,000 to blow here, we got to figure out what we're going to be doing with all that money. However, we got to make sure we repay that at the end of the year or else, well, we're going to be broke and probably lose the farm. All right, so we're just pulling up here to the cattle farm. Looks like the milk truck is just getting filled up, so we should be getting a nice little payday from that. However, we're taking care of the cattle all winter, so we're pretty much out of everything, including straw bales, hay bales, and pretty much all of our silage bales. We're going to have to fix that. But this year, I want to expand into getting a silage bunker and silage equipment so we can take care of our cattle a little bit easier. That would also give us an opportunity to not have to make so much hay, so we could pretty much sell the rest of it. Well, just got the payday from the milk, $13,000 just from that, so we're sitting at about $276,000, which gives us quite a bit of playroom for new equipment. However, this year we're not stopping at just equipment. So right where this field kind of runs is pretty much our property line to the next chunk of property over here. And I have managed to secure a deal for $85,000 to own it. So if we look on the map here, the section of it, field 23, it's a pretty big section. And our first big purchase of the year has been made. So my plan for that is we're going to be expanding this field almost by triple to increase our farming capacity and a little bit of extra hayland. Ah, yes, my favorite place to blow money ever, and it looks like they got a lot of equipment here. So last year we were contemplating in expanding into hay production or crop production. Looks like we're going to be on both this year, and with the new $250,000 loan, we should have the means to do that. This right here is a John Deere 7700. It's a slightly newer year of combine than we have now, but it is a heck of a lot bigger. So this I'm definitely interested in, but not till around harvest season, so I think I'm going to pay the guy that runs this to hold it for me till harvest season, then we'll come buy it. Now, as far as crops go, I've been looking at a new cedar, and I feel like this is the best bet. So we can plant beans, wheat, barley, canola, all sorts of stuff with this. The only thing we can't plant with this is corn, but we still have the main planter at home, and I think we keep that around just for planting corn, but this setup is going to be running me a lot of money. The cedar itself, plus the attachment on the back, is about $30,000, and then they want another $40,000 for the versatile here. Now, we don't exactly need the versatile here because we already have a cat tractor at home that would technically be big enough to pull this, but it is a small tracked machine that would not be ideal, so we may have to go with a versatile. Now, I was talking about silage for the cows this year, and this would be the machine to do it with. This John Deere forage harvester plus this forage wagon, it runs a pretty penny, so it might be something we'll have to put on layaway or ask them to hold it until a little bit better of a time. Now, for haying this year, I want to go a little bit different. I want to go the small square bale route because we can do a lot, and there's a very good market for them. And this New Holland bale stacker would be the ticket to have for all of that, including this Frontier rake and this smaller John Deere square baler. So I may or may not have just made the worst or best decision for the farm. I spent $120,000, acquired the baler, the rake, the New Holland bale stacker, and this whole seating setup for $120,000. This year's gonna get crazy. What we're gonna do is we're gonna take this whole seating setup home. Everything else is gonna get delivered, and I'll have to come pick up the truck later. But we're gonna be taking this home and hopefully putting it to work here fairly soon. Now, I haven't even tested this thing out. I bought her on goodwill of the salesman. A bit of bad judge on my part, but I guess we'll see what happens. Now, the rest of equipment, I wanted to buy the harvester and the forage harvester and the forage wagon there. That is being kept till I eventually want to buy it, but that's going to be another big chunk of money that we could technically spend right now, but since we still have to buy seed, a couple other things this year, I'd rather wait. After making it back to the farm, the rest of the equipment was delivered, and we got it unloaded. And after firing up the cat and grabbing the disc, it was time to expand into the new land. However, we had a new problem. Trees. Now, in itself, they weren't a problem, but I'm trying to expand into new fields. they get annoying fast and had to be taken care of eventually. And with one mammoth of a field outlying now completed, which took up nearly 80% of the section we had just bought, it was time to clear out some trees. And after some work with the tractor, flatbed, and chainsaw, the field was now cleared and ready to be broken up with the disc. After pretty much finishing the entire field, I started to realize just how big I made it. We were going to be taking off one heck of a crop off this field. After finishing up the disky on the field, I took the load of trees we'd gotten off of it and went to the sawmill to go make some extra cash. About $1,200 of extra cash to be exact. But we weren't done spending money just yet, because with all that new cropland, we needed seed. And seed wasn't cheap, and we ended up spending about $14,000. And with everything loaded up, it was back to the farm. Okay, so this is where we're at here. We got all the seed and fertilizer I think we're gonna need. We still have some in the shed here. I may need to go get more fertilizer, but for now, we're okay. Anyways, 2 of our existing fields are covered in weeds here, but I think we're just gonna seed over them because it should be fine. One other thing I do have to buy eventually is a sprayer, but I think for now, we're just gonna leave that. Or we'll maybe just pay someone to come out and do that. However, we do now have all the haying equipment we need, so I'm thinking we're going to get to that very soon. Now, for those of you who have been watching the series for a little while now, you'll know that I got a dozer towards the end of the year. I ended up restoring it because I found it in the back of the woods there. Ended up restoring it a little bit, selling it, and we have use of it anytime we want. So we may bring it out here eventually to build some roads to all the fields. All right, so the seeder's ready to go here. Just got to fill it up with some seed and fertilizer. I got the 40/40 here on the planter. That's ready to go. And then, yeah, we'll probably be laying down a cut of hay here pretty soon. If we want to get a second cut out of it, we'll probably do that just after seeding's finished, which shouldn't take too long, especially with this new seeder. Should help out a ton. Anyways, we're just about under 60,000, so yeah, we spent a lot of money today, like a lot. However, we're probably going to be getting rid of this seeder and this combine as well, because we're going to be upgrading the combine whenever harvest rolls around, and the seeder, we just don't need it anymore because, well, we have a bigger one now. All right, so I brought the skid steer back to the farm here. We're going to try to load this seeder up. Take too long. I don't even know how many bags of seed this thing will hold. Oh boy, oh boy. Bags of seed are a little too heavy. Son of a gun. Okay, I guess we're just grabbing one instead. Oh, I think this is the fertilizer tank. Okay, hold on. Let me change this up. Now it should be on the seed tank. There we go. Perfect. That's already one bag. And I just checked. It only filled it 13%. Holy smokes. Yeah, we're going to have to get more seed. We should be able to fill the tank at least once, maybe once and a half. That's about it. Oh, maybe we can do 2 bags. Give it a try. Oh, we can. Oh, yep. We can. Ha ha ha. That's the easy way to do it. Okay, here's the last 2 bags here. I know we got, I think, a couple left in the shed. Oh, okay. It's full. I'm just going to grab this last pallet of fertilizer here because I'm guessing we're going to use all of it. All right, I'm on the last bag here full of fertilizer. Easy now. Easy now. Don't tip over the skid steer. And I'm thinking it'll take most of it. Oh, no, I was wrong. Okay, we got just a little bit left. Okay, so with all that, that's about $13,000 worth of seed and fertilizer. That's ridiculous. Well, at any rate, now we're ready to go with this thing, so it should be nice and warm to plant tomorrow, or maybe another day or 2 from now, but we should have enough seed to plant the corn, and I may have to get more for the big field that we're going to be planting to soybeans there, but I'm not too sure yet. Anyways, hope y'all enjoyed. Subscribe, and goodbye.